What's up guys, welcome back for another YugioPro Duel video, and Rush Duels, it has been a while, but Rush Duels actually got a new summoning mechanic. I believe everyone already has seen it, right? It's maximum summon, and it's an interesting mechanic. I mean, if you know how Rush Duels work, it's like you have more normal summons per turn. You can like normal summon every monster in your hand, except like tribute summoning. Everything is the same. During each draw phase, you draw up until you have 5 cards in your hand. So that's the case of Rush Dueling. Basically go all in every turn. Similar to speed duels. No main phase 2, right? Now the thing about maximum summon is that you're kind of forcing yourself to play the 3 big parts in your deck, and both deck lists here are from the 2 main characters, I guess, like the Spellcaster versus Dragon deck. I've upgraded here my Spellcaster list. Yeah, really cool. But last time it was really strong, so that's why I still prefer it. But yeah, basically short set is that both decks, I guess, or both characters, I guess, have the ability to go for that maximum summon, and there is a big restriction to it, or it feels quite similar to having EXODIA in some way, because you need all 3 different parts in your hand, like as you saw here, red, in my case, red, blue and green. Like the green is blue and green are like the low level monsters, low attack. They don't really have an effect unless, of course, you went for the maximum summon when you have the big guy in your hand, the level 10, and then you can just special summon all 3 to the field. They'll all get like an insane attack boost, but only your big level 10 guy can attack. And very similar to, or depending on which smaller monsters you special summoned with it, your big monster will gain beneficial attacks. So for my case, that's like here, like my middle guy, my red one, will get like an attack boost depending on if my life points are lower compared to my opponent's life points. That's 1. And 2, I believe it also gets like an attack boost for or target an opponent's monster, and then it will gain like attack equal to its like level times equal. Is it 200? Not sure about that, but you get the point, right? Just put up your insane maximum summon big boss on the field with both its smaller counterparts, and then I believe both of them, since I believe that counts for the dragon deck as well, both your big boss monsters, when you maximum summon them, they cannot be destroyed by traps, I believe. Yeah, because and also something like block attack also doesn't work on them. That's so it's actually quite difficult to get rid of them, to get rid of them. One of the I guess easier ways is to just attack over them during your own turn. So basically boost up your own monster, indeed, to attack over their I guess most of the time you'll be needing like 4k attack, right? But yeah, again, long story short, I believe, at least that's for my speaking, is that I'm playing the level 10, the bigger one, because it's a tribute monster twice in the main deck, while the other ones are just at 3. But problem here for the Spellcaster deck is that, their Mirror Force, for example, is like a pot of Avarice, and that needs 4 Spellcasters in your graveyard. And that's the small problem of maximum monsters, or, the maximum summon mechanic, is that those aren't Spellcasters. So that's already somewhat of a big deal, because it's it's not making your Mirror Force, for example, live immediately, right? Because that's the point. You just keep normal summoning your lower monsters, and then just tribute them immediately away for your bigger monsters. Anyway, so the other thing about maximum summon is, as you see in my hand, or the point of Rush Duels is get your monsters on the field as soon as possible, empty your hands, so you can basically draw like 5 cards during your next turn. And that's a bit counterproductive with maximum summon, since, as you saw, I kept both my at least 2 pieces. I believe it was a green and blue in my hand, so I was hoping to draw like the big level 10, the red. But you kind kind of lowering your chances, right? Here I'm super lucky to draw like the 3 parts and immediately being able to drop it, and I kind of sneaky win this one, you know, gaining like the both effects, gaining like the attack boost, discard card, gain like the difference in life points to, you know, all monsters, and eventually was able to attack for a game. So that was quite a nice steal on my part, but that's just insane luck, right? I mean, again here, this again is super lucky getting all 3 different pieces in your hand. Because, well, like, for now, unless I'm missing something, there aren't really any good strategies in Rush Duels behind them to, you know, like, surge all of these pieces. But obviously I can be mistaken. So again, the same here for my opponent is that, okay, you want to keep your smaller pieces for your maximum summon in hand, because something to counter your opponent's maximum summon and their big bosses is your own maximum summon, right? So I'm not really sure which counter, or at least which one of the 3 cards my opponent needs here. Yeah, block is not going to work, but I assume you want to, you know, like, get rid of your resources. That's what... yeah, okay, that's something I haven't mentioned. That is, you can only attack with 1 monster, and that 1 monster is your big boss, like my super mage attack here, the red one. So finally, the Dragon Egg is able to go for its own maximum summon, so the big beat sticks hitting the board. I do have a potential out, yeah, indeed, is to pump up my 7th Rogue Magician twice with the spell card that increases, you know, your monster's attack points by 1,000. So just, I believe you have the discard card as well. And I again make the choice of keeping both low monsters here, the green one and the blue one, in my hand. So, you know, you had the ability to normal summon them and gaining more draws, I guess, during your next draw phase. But I kind of gambled, I guess, to, you know, maybe or hopefully to draw into the, you know, the deity, or the red one, right, the level 10 one, to go for the maximum summon. So draw 3 again, sadly not hitting the maximum summon, but the smaller, like, dark sorcerers basically just attack beat sticks in you know, like, Rush Duel feels like a good old school Yu-Gi-Oh! In like Legend of Blue Eyes time age. Still not able to draw into the piece needed, but drop my, you know, my level 6 one, basically a bigger beat stick. But it does have the ability to special summon your 7th Rogue Magician, your magician from the hand, right? So that's cool. The bigger guy here, the dragon, is also very powerful. Just, I believe you have to send like the top card from your deck to the graveyard, and then you can attack monsters from your opponent twice. Or no, the dragon needs to, like, I think, destroy a monster, and then it can attack another time. So very similar to Blackluster Soldier. But yeah, anyway, yeah, this is my victory. So game number, is it 4? I believe it's 4. Going second, and the Blue Eyes is one of those legend cards, and that's also new compared to you know, last tried out Rush Duels. That was like a couple of months ago. Well, the video is still up. We'll leave a link to it somewhere in like the video, right? But there are a couple of legends cards that you can only, or you're only able or allowed to play 1 copy in your main deck. So in case of dragons, you can only play like 1 Blue Eyes in your main deck. Same for Spellcasters, the Dark Magician, you can only play it once. But I'm not playing it because, I mean, 2,500, the other, you know, your 7th Magician, your tribute basically does the same. But I guess you could definitely play that. Here again, I'm basically, okay, yeah, I have 3 spellcasters in my graveyard, so I was like, maybe I should suicide with my 4th spellcaster, maybe like telegraphing like my Mirror Force, right? But I was like, well, I mean, his strongest monster is Blue Eyes, so I get like 2k damage and I will still be alive, and then maybe, you know, use the Mirror Force eventually. But nope, I forgot that the deck indeed has access to, in this case, a monster to lower the attack, but again, a good play from my opponent. Anyway, that's the thing here with your maximum summon, is that if you weren't able to draw the necessary pieces of, you know, in this case your EXODIA monsters, you can just normal summon them and tribute them away for stronger monsters. So I guess that's fine. So there is some risk involved, because again, they're not spellcasters. You're kind of forcing yourself to play like other, you know, other than in-themed support, right, for your deck. But I feel that it's maybe worth it. Yeah, definitely. So anyway, the big boss here from my opponent, now it's just a 2k beatstick, right? Because, again, it's not maximum summoned with the other 2 pieces, so it won't get the attack boost and the other beneficial effects with the other monsters. These are actually good, right? Dragon's Upsetter, I mean, they are like the lefty and righty driver from Rush Duels. I believe it's very similar to the Breed-Dragon, like if you don't control any other monsters, you can special summon the other one from the graveyard. So it's really good to get like Tribute Father, right? So that's cool. So get in for some damage, and this indeed should be it. So really cool. It's like a change of pace, right? Playing with these Rush Duels or Rush Duel cards. Beautiful, by the way. But Maximum Summon, I guess it's cool, but obviously needs more support, more cards to actually make it like really useful and maybe even broken. Because now it feels definitely good, but not broken. But I might be wrong. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.